What is up everyone, my name is Little Merman, welcome back, thank you for tuning in to yet another one of my zombie videos, and of course, today we have another storyline video. Now what I'm talking about today is something that a lot of you have already probably heard, and a lot of you have heard about, but not many YouTubers have actually explained it. Of course, today we are going to be talking about the Maxis radio Easter egg in the map of Shadows of Evil. Of course, Shadows of Evil, it's blatantly obvious how this map sort of connects to Mob of the Dead, and it's blatantly obvious that Mob of the Dead connects to Shadows of Evil, but it isn't really obvious how Shadows of Evil and sort of Mob of the Dead actually connect to our main sort of storyline that is from sort of World at War and sort of that timeline with Richtof and Dempsey and Takeo and Nikolai, of course, and like it doesn't really appear too often how that actually like those two maps actually connect to our main timeline. So basically I'm going to play the radio for you, and then I'm going to explain pretty much everything to do with this radio and what we can take from it. Let's get into it.
To any survivors of this realm, I am truly sorry. I wish I could offer you some words of comfort, but I cannot. It is my hope that I can rid the universe of the evil that has plagued us for so long. But in my heart, I know many more dimensions will be lost forever as we continue our journey towards peace. Forgive me.
Wow, honestly, this is really good. This is really good, really exciting, really intriguing, interesting stuff. And if you guys are subscribed to me, then chances are you know what I'm about to say next. If you aren't, then hop on the train of knowledge, because I've covered this before, I've said it before, and I will definitely say it again. But for now, I'm just going to summarize exactly what he said. He was addressing somebody to this realm. He goes to anybody in this realm. Of course, that indicates that there is more than one realm or more than one timeline. Granted, something we already knew. Now, branching off from that, he basically means there are different alternate universes, alternate realms. There are many words you can use to describe them. He says realms, but up till now, we've been talking about alternate universes. And one of these alternate universes, created by Element 115 and time travel, is, of course, the Map of Origins. A map that after you complete that Easter egg, you get a cutscene that absolutely blew the community away. It didn't really fit into the timeline and everyone thought it was the end, but of course it is just the beginning. It was just the beginning, and now we're in step 2, phase 2 of this plan. Now speaking of plans, at the end of the Origins cutscene, there's one line you need to take from it. Now I'm going to let you hear the Origins cutscene and we're going to come straight back to this, so don't go anywhere.
You'd better do what your dad says. I didn't even get my turn.
Tomorrow, Eddie, you get to make the rules. I promise. Come on, Fluffy.
I wish the heroes in our stories were real, Sam.
I know what you mean. But we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan.
Okay, something we've already seen before, something we've already watched countless number of times, and of course something that we know fits in somehow, but we don't know exactly when. Now, of course, taking note of the last sort of a line that Samantha says, we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan. Now, just before we sort of jump into that, the amazing work of Mr. Waffle Waffles and finding sort of scraps around the map and different things like that, he was able to find a note from Maxis that basically Maxis wants to end these different universes. He wants just one straight timeline because he doesn't want them all interfering and different things like that. So basically, he just wants one timeline, okay? So the last line of the Origins cutscene was, we will make everything okay. My dad says he has a plan. Making everything okay, so there's no interruptions in the space-time continuum, would be to end all these other realms, these other dimensions, and these alternate universes, to end them all and just have one, which is the main normal timeline, the one that's supposed to be sort of there and nothing interfered with it. That is what sort of making everything okay actually means. And of course my dad has a plan, and his plan is basically how to actually end all these universes, and this is what we are seeing supposedly in Shadows of Evil. Now, this is really, really interesting. I think I have a lot sort of backing up behind this, and of course, if you are behind this theory, definitely smash that like button. Honestly, that is what I can gather from this, and of course, in sort of the cutscene, it has sort of the symbolism that Eddie is now Samantha's brother. Eddie represents Richtofen, and it's now Richtofen's turn. Black Ops 3 is Richtofen's turn, and it's his turn to make everything right. So Richtofen, as I said before, is now good in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. He wasn't really in Black Ops 1, and he wasn't really seen too much in Black Ops 2 other than Origins, where he was good, and now it's up to him to sort of save humanity. And sort of back in the giant trailer, the giant intro trailer, he says that he is doing things to secure a better tomorrow, which is really interesting. So he's sort of, it's literally all up to him for Black Ops 3 and to secure a better future, to secure a better tomorrow. And of course, in the actual giant Easter egg, in the sort of the radios and stuff, in that, Maxis is also sort of talking about Richtofen being sort of the one to sort of, he hopes Richtofen keeps his promise and different things like that. So basically that all points towards Richtofen sort of having to carry out sort of the final task, the final deed, and sort of secure a better tomorrow. What he actually has to do is a total mystery to me, but of course they do need to start by getting rid of these alternate realms, and hopefully that is what way the Shadows of Evil Easter egg ends. Otherwise this theory won't really have too much to back it up, but I just thought I'd let you know my opinions on sort of this radio, what it means, and sort of a bit of backstory on it as well. So of course that is pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all have an amazing day, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button and you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend doing so for more zombie videos every single day. Of course that is pretty much it. Once again, I hope you all have an amazing day. Peace out. Thanks for watching.